What's good, fam? We are back at it with another DD Conway's video, man. But before we get to the Sitcoms video, the new one that he just dropped, I'ma finish up this one when it came to the movie Sinners. I really enjoyed the movie. Like, I really did. If y'all seen my post, I said a lot in the post, so yeah, just go back and see my post that I put up, and I said all that I needed to say in that. But all I can say is this: I'm gonna say again, this is in one of my top 10 movies now, man. I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed this to the fullest, and I'm going back to go see it again, most definitely. Yeah, man, we gonna jump straight into this one, y'all. Let's get straight into it.
Is Sinners. Now, I'll start this off by saying, if you haven't seen Sinners, this is your chance to leave now because it's not many spoilers, but there will be some spoilers. So I don't want you mad at me for spoiling it. I'll even do you one better. I'll throw my intro song in right now. By the time that intro song off, you should be gone if you don't want to hear it.
Smoking grits and selling chicken. I appreciate that, bro, because I knew a lot of people didn't see it. I didn't know you actually said this in the video, but yeah, I appreciate it. It's called that mighty living. It's Gucci. Living's on the chain with the knee cuts. Living's on the.
Now, if you've seen Sinners, then you know that the true villain is Remnant, the Ultra Dracula type of vampire. But there are at least two other people that I have to give this villain smoke to. Starting out with Stack. Bro, Stack was greedy. I don't care what nobody say. Ain't no way you hear these white people come up singing this shit.
Pick poor, I've been clean. Pick poor, I've been clean.
Funny part, my father was in the movie. We went to go see it together. And and he was in that bitch like, hell no, we don't trust the motherfucker. Like, nope, don't trust him. And then people started laughing. It was funny.
I picked his head, I picked his feet. I would have picked his body, but it wasn't fit to eat.
You want your knee?
And you still was thinking about getting some money. You really let Mary pale ass talk you into letting her go out there and talk to the folks.
Right.
Which got her bit, which ended up causing Stack to get his ass bit. And this shit kind of just jump-started the night.
Yeah.
You could make a case that Mary and Stack are the biggest villains. But who I think is the biggest villain is Grace. I can't lie to you. Grace made me want to slap the shit out of her in this movie. And she would have deserved it too.
I agree, but I gotta also say this too, cause it's like they was talking about killing her daughter. I mean, a lot of people wouldn't understand, or a lot of people. There's some people that probably would have did what she did just to save her daughter, because once they throw that in the mix, it's like we already know where it's going. When it come to our kids, man. But, bitch, you did not have to invite them in the building. Talking about y'all come on in, and you was the first one to die, bitch.
We all know that if you give a vampire permission to enter where you dwell, then it's over with. You stand no chance. Grace garbage ass trifling as hell. She sent her husband out to get killed, but give Grace because she didn't know yet. However, out of anger, she was directly responsible for why multiple people end up going to see Jesus. Man, Mellow Yellow's freeze cup drinking ass nigga. They finessed your dumb ass so hard.
Did they?
Made her believe they was really finna go over there and get her daughter. And they probably was. At some point. But her garbage ass out of anger, let them in. Yeah. If she doesn't do this, then they wait until the morning and they live to fight another day.
Facts.
And it wasn't too long away.
Facts.
If she doesn't do this, they stand a better chance of surviving the morning and dealing with the KKK.
Just close the door and don't invite them in. But she talking about, come on in, you motherfucker. Like, we about to die because of you. I just, what the hell is it? Smoke should have gun butt her ass just like he did Sammy. Like, man, bitch, shut the fuck up. Yeah, talking all that shit. Your husband dead. Fuck.
which wouldn't have been a problem because we watched Smoke send everybody to meet Jesus.
Did
Two,
he?
the biggest thing that I took from Grace, right, especially with her situation, a lot of people will sit and be like, okay, I can understand why she... No, I don't understand why she did it, because you can't let yourself be that angry that you're not thinking. You got a whole
Yeah, that
child.
too.
If you let them in, you figured your ass murked.
Yeah.
And now your child finna be an orphan.
Cut that bitch off!
See, he just said the same thing. But like, yeah, that's pretty much where I was coming from. Like, you understood at some point, but then like you did not have to let them in. You could still been fucking angry. But once you said y'all can come, I'd have been cussing out my husband, that motherfucker through the window. Pause on that husband shit. Like, man, you motherfucking trifling bastard son of a... Now, yeah, you could have did that through the window, but you ain't have to invite him in. Crazy ass heifer. Man, but I enjoyed that movie to a T, man. I really did. But yeah, man, let's jump into this one, man. Top 5 great black sitcoms and top... Yeah, y'all already know. Let's get it.
Thanks to Restore, Primetime is back.
This is my time.
I didn't want to be bald any longer.
What's up, y'all? It's DD Conway, back again with another video, where in this one we'll talk about black sitcoms, specifically 5 that I think are great, 5 that are the worst to me, and I want to shine some light on 1 or 2 that I believe are underrated. It's time to give them the love that they deserve.
Let me keep it a buck. I hope to God you ain't say Empire was underrated. I cannot stand that show.
Some time since I last covered this topic, and now feels like a great time to return to it. This is part 2 of the previous discussion, and I wanted to approach this a little more thoughtfully. I also have to give that traditional DD Conway warning, bro. This is my list. This is my personal list based off my own individual preferences and experience with these shows.
Yeah.
I know we won't all feel the same way about these shows. That's the reason why I made the video.
Facts.
I was just curious to see what other shows that most people like that some actually don't. I kind of wanted to see both. What shows you do like, what shows you don't.
Mm-hmm.
So remember that before some of y'all get butthurt in the comments.
Yeah.
Y'all be writing full paragraphs. Let's get to it.
They do.
This-
That is hilarious. Y'all get that pissed? Everybody ain't gotta like everything you like, man. That's like, I like the show The Office. A lot of people was like, you like that shit? Yes, I like The Office. I thought it was funny. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people didn't think it was funny. That's fine. I'ma still enjoy my damn self watching it. Don't send me no fucking paragraphs because they will not get read. I can give 2 donkey dicks in a goat's ass about how you feel. Okay? You can just be like, oh, I don't like the show, man. Alright, that's fine. Cool.
Is an environment of welcoming, and you should just get the hell out of here.
Smoking grits and selling chickens, call that painted living. It's Gucci. Living's on the chain with the V-cuts. Living's on the...
Let's kick things off with my explanation of what I consider a great black sitcom. For me, this means that I genuinely like these shows during their original runs, and even after the original run was over, they're still watchable shows that I can still sit and enjoy. There's
Funny thing, I got a list too coming out of my favorite sitcoms, black sitcoms too. So I'm gonna be dropping that soon, as well as some more castings. I've actually been on my shit with the castings.
no question if I like these. There may be some on this list that you may see and be like, man, that shit's ass.
Turn this shit off!
However, if I like it, this is my list. It's going on there. Coming in at number 5 is a show that I used to love watching on TV Land with my father, The Jeffersons.
I'm with you on this one, brother. Don't talk about it. Let's go.
You know what to do? DJ, kick that shit.
Sherman Hemsley was 30 in his 30s when he started this show. Yeah, that cul-de-sac can age you.
That black ass theme song was one that made me happy before the show even fully came on. It always put me in the same mind as the Good Times theme
Yeah.
song. I would always get the same feeling. So when the Jeffersons would come on, I would always get hyped to see what type of bullshit George Jefferson would get himself into. Because I for sure knew it would be something wild because he never held back.
Trying to help you out. Help me out, man. You trying to make time for my wife. You thought you helping me out? I thought you was my friend. I am your friend. Ain't it better with a friend than with a stranger? You scum sucker fucking son of a bitch! That's my hoe my wife you talking about!
George Jefferson was brutally honest and said exactly what he thought. And to me personally, he would always prove to me to be the black Archie Bunker, because they both were bigots that frequently said shit that rubbed people the wrong way.
I already got problems. That ain't my fault. That's his parents' fault. That's what you get from a mixed marriage. Assorted nuts.
Hey there, Jefferson. That ain't very nice, talking that way to your little mammy here.
You two motherfuckers need Jesus.
I watched this show to laugh and spend time with my dad, and I was always entertained. And to be honest, The Jeffersons is really just the Martin Show in the 70s. And watching, I realized The Jefferson Show was the blueprint for shows like Martin, from the dynamic of George and Wheezy with Martin and Gina, to the dynamic of roasting between George and his maid Florence.
You have to excuse my maid. Every time she opens her mouth, her brain takes a coffee break.
Of course, you don't have that problem, because you ain't got no brain.
Gotcha, bitch!
I think it's safe to say that the show laid the groundwork for many black sitcoms that came after it, and paved the way by talking about real issues like race, class, and more with humor and heart. To me, The Jeffersons will always be one of the greatest sitcoms of all time. Coming in at number 4 on this list is a show that could easily...
let's go, cuz. One of my all-time favorite black sitcoms, people. Do you understand? Do you understand how many times I watched this show from start to finish? Millions upon millions of times.
top any list of underrated black sitcoms.
Yeah.
But it will make my great side of the black sitcoms list because it's one of my personal favorites. I wanted to get the recognition that it deserves because it deserves so much more. And that's Living Single.
Somehow, I don't think Denzel is walking around his house going, eggplant?
Huh? What, you want some dick?
Often overlooked, Living Single was a blueprint for many sitcoms that came after it.
Absolutely.
In fact, the show Friends owes a great deal of its success and existence to Living Single.
Friends own everything to this show because they stole everything. 1 second on that. And just the fact they try to act like they didn't pissed me off.
And for those of you who don't believe that, let me show your walrus dick eating ass something.
After Warren Littlefield, who was president of NBC, they asked him if he could have any show on television, any of the new shows, which one would it be? And he said Living Single. It was in the newspaper. And the next thing you know, here comes Friends.
And that's just one example for you dick riding, rinky dink, ball eating motherfuckers that don't want to admit it. Man, right. Friends even came out with damn near some of the same exact episodes.
Can we get back to the game?
So, how much is the buy-in?
Well, maybe Kyle didn't make it plain to you girls. It's men only.
Rejection stings. You apply to 10 promising job openings and then get 0 callbacks. How do you stand?
How come you guys have never played poker with us? Yeah, what is that? Like some kind of guy thing? Like some kind of sexist guy thing? Like it's poker.
Cut that bitch off!
And if that's not proof enough, then I don't know what is. Get y'all meat riding ass on, take them balls out your jaws, and do some more research.
Can I put my balls in your jaws? Your jaws. Balls in your jaws. Can I?
Living Single always stood out to me because they were a group of black friends that didn't rely on stereotypes or one-dimensional characters. It was always funny with substance. Each character had their own personality, quirks, and storylines that made them relatable and entertaining in their own right.
What does that mean?
We're through. It's over. Don't want you. Bye-bye.
That nigga was cold with that shit, man.
Bye, bitch.
The show struck a perfect balance between sophistication and humor, and what I call black clowning was on full display. Moments of joy, laughter, and without losing the sight of ambition and responsibility, it showed that you can enjoy life and still get things done. Living Single in many ways is a blueprint for Friends, and even shows like Girlfriends drew inspiration as well.
Oh, yeah.
I personally don't feel like Living Single has received the level of appreciation it deserves, which is why it made this list. It's more than just underrated to me. It's one of the greatest black sitcoms of all time. Absolutely. Coming in at number 3 is the show.
Man, dog, come on. I'm with you when I'm with you. And Steve Harvey was hating on him because his show worked. Bernie Mac was funnier than you, Steve. He always was funnier than you, but he did not hate on you. Man, I miss Bernie, by the way, man.
Led by who I believe is the greatest comedian of all time,
Absolutely, man.
Bernie Mac in The Bernie Mac Show. Bernie Mac giving us the experience of raising his sister's kids will always be legendary as hell.
Then the 6-year-old, he a homosexual. And he gonna walk past me like I'm a visitor. I said, where you going? He said, to get some milk and cookies.
Seeing Bernie Mac hit primetime and bring this story to a TV and PG-13 format was unforgettable. The show was hilarious, and one of the reasons I loved it was because of the way Bernie would constantly break the fourth wall to talk to the audience about whatever bullshit was going on at the time.
No, sir. No, sir. You all not gonna watch her rub that stuff on my chest. Ain't nothing sacred between man and wife. Y'all just nosy. Always want to be in somebody's business.
Mind your damn motherfucking business, bitch.
Bernie Mac never changed who he was. He showed what it was like dealing with kids in a more realistic way, reflecting the black dynamics that many of us can truly relate to, especially when it comes to discipline.
If it escalates to the arm threat level, that's when you gotta crack the whip like this. Yeah, now when they see that, they don't want to see what else gonna happen after that. Now, if you crack that whip like that, only thing, you can't complete a sentence. You gotta do things like, boy, I done told you. Next time I tell you,
This show was funny as hell. Bernie Mac indeed was the obvious star, but that didn't stop the kids from stealing the spotlight. They made me laugh just as hard, and specifically seeing how they acted as siblings and how they treated Jordan.
Don't mess with me, I'll play. Hey, give it back.
Box that bitch, nigga.
The Bernie Mac Show tackled real-life situations and found humor in them. It wasn't a stereotypical black show, and you'll see me say that for this list a lot, but it truly wasn't. Wanda and Bernie were a black couple in a loving relationship with great jobs living in
Aunt Wanda was fine as hell. God, Kalita Smith, who you still fine. Oh my God, she's still fine to this day. That woman drove me crazy when I was watching this show. Woo! Oh,
a nice-ass neighborhood, raising kids, but still dealing with their own shit. It was a show that I loved and could always go back to laugh.
Bonita.
Ready to lose the hat and regrow the hair? With Choose by Hims, you can regain your hair and your...
Just some book. Coming in at number 2 is a...
BD, bruh, come on, bruh. Give this man his flowers, man. People talking about Jamie Foxx show was not fun. Are y'all serious? Bruh, come
Jamie
on,
Foxx
man.
show. Jamie Foxx is easily one of the most multi-talented entertainers of all time. And this show was just a major stepping stone in his career, where he proved early on that he could carry a show with his comedic timing, charm, and presence.
And music.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, I got something for you too.
Coming in at number 2 is the Jamie Foxx show. Jamie Foxx is easily one of the most multi-talented entertainers of all time. Absolutely. And this show was just a major stepping stone in his career, where he proved early on that he could carry a show with his comedic timing, charm, and presence.
Can't believe when I was walking, I didn't see the coffee table in the middle of the floor. What in the world?
Man, get your ass off that stage.
If it wasn't Jamie's wild antics that made the show fun, it was definitely the supporting cast. They were just as funny and really well put together. And to me, cast members like Sherry Shepherd held their own and clowned with Jamie just as much. Jamie's overall ability to embody a wide range of personalities showed exactly how talented he was. So it's no surprise that he would go on to have the successful career that he ended up having.
Hey, back up off me now. You don't know me like that. I'm sorry.
Coming in at number 1 on this list is technically...
Bruh, I fuck with this guy, man. This is
a cartoon, but it's black as hell, and it's a favorite of mine. Coming in at number 1 is the Boondocks, and if you don't like it,
You eat a dick, nigga. You eat a dick.
The Boondocks is one of the greatest black cartoons / sitcoms ever.
Absolutely.
Easily one of the best shows with a great hidden message between some of the funniest shit I've ever seen.
You gotta rotate your race of slurs. Now I know it's hard, cause nigga just rolled off the tongue the way sweat rolls off a nigga's forehead. But we cannot let that be a crutch, especially when there are so many other fine substitutes. Spade, punch monkey, jigaboo. I say next time you gonna call a dog here a nigga, call that coon a jungle bunny instead.
The Boondocks is a masterclass on satire. You could bet that if they saw something in real life, the Boondocks would make fun of it in the show.
Just imagine the Boondocks was here now. The shit that's going on now, oh my God. But people would be so sensitive and shit with y'all punk ass.
H on it to emphasize it's nigga. Yeah, you know, nigga this, nigga please, nigga. You know, can you lend a nigga a pencil?
Riley says to a classmate, "Can a nigga borrow a French fry?" And my first thought wasn't, "Oh my God, he said the word, the N word." It was, "Now how is a nigga gonna borrow a fry? Nigga, is you gonna give it back?"
They even showed you the realities of life, like dealing with the TSA at the airport.
Is that a full-size shampoo bottle, nigga?
To me, they were like a Black Simpsons, especially with the way they predicted things. From how
Yeah.
strange hip-hop was and is now, and its influence on young children.
But you carry the purse.
What? Come on, Granddad. This ain't no purse. It's a Gangstalicious man bag.
That is a purse.
What's wrong?
To the pandemic of 2020 and how you big back beluga whale body ass niggas was going crazy over Popeye's chicken sandwiches.
God.
And even crazier if they ran out.
And now, another crisis brewing, this one around a mysterious virus that seems to have appeared out of thin air and is spreading like wildfire.
You're right. Hey, he's right. It's time for us to fight back. Let's knock some motherfuckers out about this chick.
I loved it because you could watch on the surface level thinking you just being entertained, and you are.
Yeah.
But the whole time, it's giving you a message.
Them happy, nappy head niggas with the fingers on the trigger. Don't trust them new niggas over there.
All right, young garbage ass nigga. Now we get into the section of this list
I love that show, dog. But yeah, let's get to the bad one. What's happening?
where I talk about the sitcoms that I consider the worst. Those that make this section of the list could have been shows that I didn't feel aged well. They could have been shows that I just never honestly liked. Or they could be shows that I just can't even really go back to. For whatever reason, those shows will make this list, and as we go, I'll explain why. Don't take this shit too serious. My list not the end-all, be-all list. It's not the list you should look at and be like, oh, well, yeah, we should take what he said to heart. It's just my list. In the comments below, let me know yours. Give me 5 that you like, 5 that you didn't, those that you think are underrated.
But wait, there's more.
Coming in at number 5 on the worst list.
I never even watched this fucking show, to be honest with you. I didn't even give it a try. I watched the movie. But no.
It's a show that started out as a very popular movie. Are we there yet? I never understood why they turned this bitch to a TV show.
Hey, you looking at one good black man right now that can snap your neck in 2.3 seconds. Cut that bitch off.
And that's one reason I didn't fuck with this show. Cube, evil Humpty Dumpty looking ass nigga. If you gonna put yourself in the show, bro, play the main role. Play the role we used to seeing you in. You could have recasted everyone, kept your role, and it still would have probably been a better show. Instead, you left us with Terry Crews, who changed the whole tone of the show.
Wake your bitch ass up, Lucky Charms.
What's up, Terry Crews, man? Teriyaki, turd nugget looking ass nigga. I don't feel like this show brought us anything special that we hadn't seen already. It was really just generic as hell, bland as hell, and it failed to have the edgy style humor that the movie introduced us to. Them kids was bad as hell, and this ended up being watered down. I would tune into this shit from time to time, expecting that same type of vibe that the movie brought, but it felt dollar store as hell. To me, it's also hard to see one TV dad and one light and then watch them play another TV dad as a character. Everybody can't do that. Everybody can't really make you separate what you saw that was good into something that's now mid as fuck.
God damn you. Someone get this jigaboo away from me.
Coming in at number 4, it's the Steve Harvey Show.
I ain't gonna lie, I did like the Steve Harvey Show a little bit, but it was I'm not gonna lie, it was the rest of the cast. That made me really like it. Steve was cool, you know, but yeah.
Cut that bitch off!
I don't care what y'all say. I'll argue that if you watch the Steve Harvey Show, it's one of your favorites, then you only like this motherfucker really for every character but Steve Harvey. You can't tell me no.
I just fucking said that.
You can't tell me what was going on. You could tell me moments where niggas was doing dumb shit though. When this was on, bruh, a lot of times this shit was background noise. But I did specifically watch for Romeo and Bullethead just to see what type of idiotic shit they would do.
You two better get to dancing like Joe Jackson is your daddy.
You better not mess up, boy.
Everyone around Steve Eraserhead ass carried the show more than he actually did. But it was repetitive after some time.
Lydia was funnier than Steve. Lydia Liza Gutman, yeah.
The music angle was trash as hell to me because dude's supposed to be a funk musician, a jazz musician, whatever. To me, that should have been incorporated. If bro's a music teacher, let the nigga do music. It was mid. Having this in your elite category is crazy. They had no real character development.
Miss, look like Bow Wow made up his mind.
Excuse you? This is between me and the boy. So why don't you just turn back around and play with your little buttons?
She was fine too. I ain't gonna lie. I liked her better than I like Regina, to be honest.
I think you smoking the biggest bag of dicks if you say you watch this show for storyline. Again, it was background noise. What I watch while cleaning or something.
Cut that bitch off!
Coming in at number 3 is a show that I thought was very smart for having a spinoff. Just became annoying.
Yo, what's funny though, I heard a lot of people did not like this show. I really did. I watched certain episodes of it, but I haven't watched it from start to finish. Like, it was definitely some eye candy in there. Like Professor Ogilvy's girl Veronica, she was fine as hell. Then you got, this was the one where you had the white girl with the booty on. Like, nigga, we ain't never seen nothing like this. She got ass on.
As hell over time. That's the Parkers.
Well, you transmitted your sweet love thoughts to me during your sleep.
Does that mean you broke into my apartment and went through my closets?
Yep.
You're going to jail.
When Moesha started bullshitting, I thought it was very smart for them to do a spinoff of Kim, considering she was probably one of the only friends that had the biggest personality to have a spinoff of her own. And that was cool. She was messy as hell. She showed you she had sense, though. And that's where the Parkers went wrong. They took her from being a big girl whose weight was always talked about, but would get on your ass, to a pure dumbass. Brain on bubble gump. Borderline radio type shit.
Yeah, you made the dean's list all right. You're on academic probation, Kim.
Oh, I'm an academic pro.
You see that? That's a stupid bitch.
It was crazy that the show started with Nikki and Kim being in college and experiencing it together. Then to Nikki maturing, but constantly stalking Professor Ogilvy, which would in turn throw all their maturity out the window.
He liked it though, man. He liked it the whole time. When she stopped, then this bitch ass nigga want to be like, "Oh, I love you." I remember that part. Like, nigga.
And we get a hotel room.
Whoa. Me in a hotel room with you? Not in this lifetime. Not in the next lifetime. Not ever.
Nasty bitch. That man is evil as hell, bruh. The man had twists with no intentions on ever letting them bitches really grow the locks. You a dangerous nigga.
I just quoted what he said. He did. It was a fact though. He kept that hairstyle for a while. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If I was him, I'd have bust Nicky Park about once or twice, probably 3 times if he was good.
Then their catchphrase pissed me off.
Hey, Professor Ogilvy!
Cut that bitch off!
After a while, I couldn't stand it. Monique and Countess Vaughn will forever be iconic for the Parkers, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I didn't like how the concept of it changed. Kim got her chance and was turned into a dumbass. Yeah. Nikki finally got a new man just to still end up with the man she stalked the whole show, who was disgusted by her the whole time. Y'all put these folks together to make a live action Timon and Pumbaa. Coming in at number 2.
Thank you. Oh, dog. I appreciate you for putting this on the list. I did not like this show, bro. Moesha was a bitch. I'm telling you, bro. Like, didn't they put rate? I'm like, I'm not watching this shit, man.
If you've been watching this channel long enough, then this shit come as no surprise to you. It's Moesha. Moesha was a classic in its time, and I can't deny that. Plenty of us tuned in to watch, but the more I watched, the more I realized it's just her being an asshole unnecessarily the whole season. And to point out one moment that used to make me lose brain cells every time.
Of course she likes it, D. What's not to like?
It's not a Jeep.
Miles.
Daddy, it's a really beautiful car. But it's not me.
What? Nasty bitch.
Man, take your overthinking, octopus looking ass the fuck on.
Let me tell you something. If my mother and father ever would have bought me a car, I don't give a fuck what it was. I'd have took it. I'd have took that fucking car, been driving all around and look at your car, look at your ass on the bus stop.
Yeah, had to change the TV on your garbage ass for all this disgraceful ass decisions she used to make. Bro, your pop surprised you with a nice ass car. Moesha garbage ass chose to be ungrateful just to end up driving this bullshit right here.
Check stand 1. We've got a bulk item, piece of shit Honda Nile 116.
Man, Moesha eat fentanyl burritos, fried brain ass nigga. You have to be doing some of the finest of drugs to turn down a perfectly good car to drive some shit like that. It's decisions like that and the constant belittling of Kim that made me not fuck with the show personally. But I respect it for what it did culturally. What I'll never respect is the addition of Ray J. If you add Ray J to your sitcom, that motherfucker got 1 to 2 seasons, tops. And it won't be nearly the same show you remember, bro. And I stand firm on that.
That bitch off.
Coming in at number 1 is a show that started out.
Dog, like...
very good, but quickly turned to a can to bounce that ass. And number 1 is Empire. Yeah, drip drippity dropped that hoe off in the trash. Grown angry beaver looking at nigga.
That song was ass.
Season 1 of this was good. I ain't even gonna lie about that. Everything after that, boy, they turned that bitch to the soul circus. All that clown ass shit they made happen.
He got a point. I did watch a couple episodes. I gotta correct myself. I did watch some episodes of season 1 and it was decent. But then people were like, "Yo, you still watch Empire?" No, like, no. Then they let me know what was going on. I went back to watch it. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like,
Black, be gone! Ah! Praise white Jesus!
One big ass stereotype is what this turned into. She was making a noise and everything. The character Cookie was already...
Who the fuck wrote this? What, the Ku Klux Klan master or something? Like, what is...
Stereotypical as hell. You just feel like that's Taraji P. Henson's favorite role. Favorite type of character to play. Loud, black, in distress, no in between.
Cut that bitch off!
Every time I used to see Lucius Lyons rapping, it used to give me PTSD. The only thing I'm thinking about is hustle and flow.
Sitting back, reminiscing.
Man, a plain boneless chicken nugget looking ass nigga. Light skin.
Was that on season 1? I don't remember that shit.
And big worm looking ass nigga. Biscuit with a perm looking ass nigga. Man, they ran this bitch to the ground. Lee Daniels need his ass whooped for even ever
it makes fucking sense.
Thinking about turning this bitch to what he turned it into. The first season was cool. And the second season was like, damn, we didn't expect the first season to blow up. Let's just write some bullshit. Then it didn't help that Jesse Smollett hired 2 black dudes to fake beat his ass. Overall, Empire was a fucking mess, bro. It played in the hella black stereotypes, and they had too much going on. Drippity drop like Bussy now. And for the last one, we have the underrated. My one underrated show is
dog, you almost had my heart fucked up a little bit. I was about to say, what's going on? Rock was dope.
the show Rock. Now, how we don't talk about this show is almost amazing to me because I really think it was just before its time.
Yeah.
They was like one of the black sitcoms that didn't rely solely on comedy. It was a mix.
Yeah.
It was a great balance.
And Ella Joyce was fine in that too.
You gonna watch some shows, you gonna laugh, but you gonna watch some shows and that shit gonna get real. And that's what made me like the show. It was a real raw show. I just really deeply feel this was before its time. I deeply believe if it comes out just maybe 2 years later instead of the early 90s, Rock probably would have had a different outcome. It probably would have lasted a lot longer.
Smoking grits and selling.
Oh man, dog, this was the best video of all time. That's crazy, man. Your list is my list. Man, dog. Oh man, I enjoyed the fuck out of this video, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo. I said a lot. I ain't gotta say nothing else. Y'all like this video, man, smash the like button for your boy. Comment down below what y'all thought of the video and also what y'all thoughts was of the video. Share the video and also subscribe to the channel for your boy. If you have not subscribed to DD Conway Nostalgic Lounge yet, I suggest you do ASAP. Show that brother all the love in the world. And yeah, man, share his videos, subscribe, like all his videos, man. Damn, I enjoyed this video. Shout out to y'all that wanted me to jump on it, man. All right, we out this piece though, y'all. See y'all in the next one.